There used to be and they made some good potato chips. I don't know if they're still in business, but they were called bowl chips.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, and they were out of Hastings. They had the factory right there.
About a mile from the southern tip of Crescent Lake. We are at 3,100.
And I remember seeing their stuff. You know, saw their chips, and they were pretty darn good. But I haven't seen them for years. I don't know if they went out of business or what.
Got somebody 1,000 feet below or 100 feet below us, but I don't see him. Should be right out in front of us, a couple miles.
Yeah, he's about 2 miles. It's amazing how in the haze, like that Riddle guy, I'm looking at, then I could see him.
It depends on which way he's turned.
Yeah.
You know, and the wind, you know, the sun.
Wait, no, I don't, that's not him.
Now he's going to be over here. Oh, there, I got him. Right off parallel to us, about 10:30. Probably the post is in the way. 9:30. Coming up on 9 o'clock.
Okay.
See him right above the horizon.
Yeah, yep. Now I got him.
Yep. Could be Earl right there. Right dead in front of us.
Yep, I see it.
It's amazing how when you're out here by yourself and you are just flying along and you get to look, right? Because you're always looking for something, you know, in case you need to land, and then you start recognizing just to the west of Earl is the long pond. Where you said where that guy, you thought he was either making a...
It's got to be an airstrip.
You know, yeah, where you can land either on the water or the ground.
Yeah.
Because it's a long, skinny pond.
Yep.
And I found that doing some ground reference really kind of... Guys coming 1,200 down the river. Earl Park traffic, Archer 624 Charlie Juliet, 3,000 feet. Doing an emergency sent into Earl Park. All right, let's clear. Just to make sure.
Right.
I don't see anybody over here. That guy's gone. Come back the other way, see where that guy is over the river.
Yeah, he's probably 5 miles behind us.
He's flying right down the river.
Yeah. Because a float plane, make sure your gear's up.
No kidding.
Yeah, they have, I was telling Tiff, flying that amphibian, it's got a lever for blue with waves on it,
yep,
and then brown for green. All right.
Pitching, there's 45.
It might have smoke in the cockpit, electrical fire.
My yellow, pull back up a little bit. Could do a slip. Goes down.
We're using the field correction northeast of Lake Vista.
You could also circle around. There's your 1,500. Now start to pull up. You don't want to bust it. Good job. That mixture's a little lean.
Yep.
Just
go rich. There we go.
Yep. All right. Yeah, we got some bumps down here. What the hell?
Yep.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We'll just work.
Where else? Nobody's there. We've got one airplane parked over to the side. All right, let's go down to 1,000 feet. Find my intersection here. Slow down.
It looks like our winds are out of the south.
So we want to enter in a downwind. We're going to do turns around a point.
Okay, that sounds good. We'll do an S turn, and then I think we should be good.
There's my intersection. Cracker Swamp and Hastings Boulevard. I wonder how many people out here, when they hear me say that, they're like, what the hell is he talking about? It's like me in the Red Barn. I got no idea where the Red Barn is. All right, coming up on 1,000. There's my 1,000 feet. Enter on a downwind, so it's coming out of the south. Get too far over here, we got the neighborhood. All right, 2350. Trim, there's 100, come on. Too low. There you go. There you go. Alright, downwind. There's my intersection. Got the wind really pushing us. And my antenna's over there to the right. Shallow.
That intersection right off your wing?
Yep. Where the car's stopping right there.
Okay, good. So where's your next point?
My next point is right about around that clump of whatever, like a storage trailer or something right there.
Okay.
To the inside of that.
Yep, or about that other intersection here.
Yeah. Watch your altitude. Now we got wind. My next one's kind of this intersection here.
Yeah, it's looking good. What I'd like to see, though, is it seems like we're going level and then hitting the intersection. Just trying to make a smooth arc throughout there.
Well, that's easy for you to say when it's bouncing.
Yeah, but just do the best you can. Now, see, now you got the wind, so yeah, we're going to want to, steepen it just a little bit.
Yeah, losing my altitude.
And then, like that looks about good. So, yep, just hold it, but we just shallow it a little and don't go wings level. And here now, that point's sort of a little bit in front of the wing due to the fact that
I feel like I cut it too close.
Yeah. No, actually, that shed is too far. That's why we do it. I would say between those two fields, that building there, that's our next point to just gently get to. And then, shallow it a little bit because that wind. Remember, we got that wind, and that point should be moving in front of us. Yes, see that? So don't try to keep the point on the wing. Let it go front and forward due to the crab.
This is where I was letting the wind right here.
Yeah. Now we have to get a little steeper, right? Because we want to be right over there. But see, now you're smoothing it out. I think we were getting a little too far away, and then you're going straight and level to get there. So now we're going to be just over those sheds, or just before them, about that driveway.
This is where the wind's pushing us. We got to be steeper.
Yep, and then
but don't go too steep because then you cut the corner too much.
But see, you're always in a bank shallow. We're not straight and level. And then here you were straight and level. So nice shallow bank here because we want to get out over those trees a little bit.
Yeah.
See, that point is moving in front because we're crabbing into the wind. Just nice and shallow. Do one more lap. So see, this spacing is looking good. Now we're looking for the halfway between that field there, right between those poles.
Those practice area blocking 267.
Oh, we got to shallow a little bit. Because we're in the upwind, right?
For maneuvers.
Should be a little shallower. You're going to get too tight.
This is where you got to be careful as the wind's going to push us.
Yeah, so we got to get a little bit steeper, try to get just over those trees. But they should just be nice, gentle. A little more, a little less.
Watch your altitude.
We did this at 800, right?
I was really just going for 900, but...
Oh, okay.
Shallower, let the wind push us.
Now we'll try to get over there. Just keep that turn in. More, a little more, yep. All right, that looks pretty good. All right, let's find an S-turn. We could use that road.
Yeah.
Cut through the trees, come back. I go out a little bit of ways to get yourself
set up for it.
Yeah, always. That's the big thing. Everybody just jumps into it, and then they're not set up.
That's what I did the other day. I came over here, and that's where I saw that pond.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember where it is.
It's right over there somewhere.
Is it over there somewhere? Yeah. But I came out here. I got towers over there, right along the river.
262, just want to make sure you had 902 in sight. Looks like you guys are climbing away now. Got you in sight, I saw there.
Then I saw this, the power lines.
We're talking to approach, just switch back.
Yep. So we got a southerly wind.
So really.
Right, an east-west road.
Get out of here, Bert. So how, if you can't find a road...
Just a section line works too.
Because if really we should enter this in a downwind.
Yes.
So we should use this dirt road, really.
Oh, that'll work.
Because we got a lot of smooth dirt, looks like, out here if we have to go down over here.
Right.
And then we are just parallel to the neighborhood.
Hmm.
So I'm going to come over here like this.
They're going to make these all fields, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they're getting ready to plant them.
Yeah.
Get back down.
look like trees.
Somebody's doing a tree farm, maybe, yeah.
Yep. There we go. All right. So, watch inside, outside. Division of attention.
Northside third, traffic number 10-4, 500 Tango, 6 miles north Lake Distance, Tonto, Northside third.
No. Now remember, where do we go here? Steep or shallow?
This one's got to be shallower.
Yep.
Further out.
Yep. Want to get out is about as far as we were. Watch your altitude, airspeed. And
Watch out, bird.
in, keep it in, keep it in, keep it in. Bingo. All right, that looked pretty good.
You've really got to watch your wind on the going into the wind.
Yes. Biggest mistake is people start getting in a little too sharp.
And you can't make it.
And then you can't make it. So and the secret is however far the wind blew you out in that first one is the same distance you should make sure you go out in the second one. I think up here's that field, isn't it? Yeah. I think there's a windsock on it too.
Is there?
Boy, it's hidden, yeah. Because I know the guy, he must own this mining operation, or this pit.
I think it's right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like a cut in the woods.
Yeah. And he's got a power line right there at the end of it. I'll go on my side first, and then I'll come back around where you can see it.
Okay.
He's got a track hoe or something. I don't see a windsock, but we'll come back around on your side, so. Oh yeah, maybe it is a windsock right there.
Yeah. Is there a hangar or anything, or no? Is there a building?
Little shed or something.
Yeah. Let's see how it's got that turnaround on the water.
Yeah, on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Big one here, because normally I guess the wind's coming out of the east most of the time, right?
Yeah.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it well.
Where's that windsock? The windsock's kind of hidden.
It's right between the two pieces of water. It's right next to the
I
run
see
line.
it. Yep. The two little ponds.
Yeah.
Yep, wind's out of the south. Yeah, who knows what this guy... Because that's long.
Yeah, it is. They're nice plane in there. And for some reason, I think it belongs to this guy that's got the pit.
This guy over here that's digging the sand mine?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't see a house or anything, so it's kind of like an old shed or something, maybe. All right, now what are we doing?
We can go over
now,
to...
look at my left tank now.
Yeah.
Now that we've kind of settled out.
Right. So was the fuel indicator.
Yeah.
And you got 6 minutes, so we might as well not even switch it.
Not yet.
Well, even there's no sense to if there's going to be about balanced out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would usually
let's go 30 minutes and then switch it instead of going an hour.
You know, it'd be this is what we did in the when I took this Turbo Lance out of back from Flagler. Well, then we would go. Well, we went half an hour, and then we would switch it to an hour, and then go back the next
to an hour.
Yes, because there was always imbalance, so half hour it's balanced and do it. And I wonder in your plane, well, to be really particular, you could actually fly like I'd wait till I'm in the air because the taxi doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
And then you could go 15 minutes, flip it for half an hour, and you would be really well balanced.
Well, if you were on a cross country and you started your timer when you were up at cruise, flew it for 30 minutes, and then started switching, you would really be stay.
Yes, because you're not.
But doing this, I just run it for an hour.
Yeah.
I start it when we start, run it for an hour, switch it.
Yep.
Run it for another hour. You know, if we're out here that long.
Right.
You want to see if we got pattern?
Yeah. Let's head closer. I'll show you that red barn. Go due south.
Climb. I wonder what this little waterway is here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it doesn't go anywhere. And this is in that Flagler Estates. And I've been out here. I don't think there's any utilities out here. And I think there's a discrepancy of who has the fire and the ambulance. There's something weird about it up here.
Something.
Yeah. And like the response time, we'll be out there in 45. Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. Put your hose on it. We'll be there when we get there.
Yep.
That's the biggest fear of insurance companies when you live rural.
Where's the nearest fire?
Yep. That's why my insurance is so expensive at the farm.
Oh, yeah. How long do they figure if they had to get out there it'd take?
I've never even asked them. I said, why is my insurance so expensive? And they're like, dude, you're just outside the city, and the city of Sylvester is a volunteer fire department. So it's not, you having a pond right there at the house is great, Clark, but we got to get a pump to you.
Yeah.
I said, well, what if I had my own pump? They said, well, still wouldn't matter because we got to get trained people there.
Right.
So even you having a pump in your, like your own hydrant.
Right.
It's not going to, that freaks them out. All right, let's go 2,500.
Okay. Now, head due south.
Head south.
Yeah. But I wonder how they got that airplane out.
Of the water?
Yeah, it was upside down. How the hell do you write something like that?
Barge out there to pick it up, I guess, right?
Yeah. But you want to flip it back over, you know what I mean?
Did they get it? Have they gotten it?
I said they were
yet?
going to. I think, yeah. It's PPA and that. You got to get out there.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sure that
fuel.
they could. Yes, I'm sure they could tow it to like the ramp and then figure out how to get it up. That was my friend salvaged Skip's Twin B when it crashed, and then it probably could have been saved, but he picked it up and he didn't let the water out of it. They just craned it up and it bent the fuselage.
Oh.
And if he would have just opened the doors, you know what I do? If you're going to do that, boat is the same way from what I know. You pull it up like a foot above the water and let the water drain out. Maybe it takes 5, 10 minutes. Then you pull it up another foot and drain the water out or bilge it out or something.
Yeah.
Till then, now you don't have any water in the boat.
Yeah.
You don't just pull it up. It's just too much stress on the
too heavy
hull, you know?
Yeah. Looks like a ton of people at the airport.
Yeah.
Might have to ask them to give us a call when there's a spot. So it's in one of these fields out here right in front of us?
Yep.
Or the next set of fields?
No, it should be this fields.
Alright, that's my timer. We'll reset. Pretty balanced right now. So now, is that a barn right in front of us there?
Yeah, I think that's it. See that one? There's got the little, like
white on the side of it?
Yeah,
dirt.
There's
like 12 o'clock.
Yep.
Proceed to the west. You're right on the final for 1-6. Not a great spot.
Right on final for what?
Let's go to the flag
Tower, yeah. Could get our ATIS.
31 Foxtrot, go around.
Yeah, 13 Foxtrot, go around, follow Cessna right, crosswind.
Oh, Cessna right.
Oh, there's our normal guy on Saturday. Wind keeps pushing me off. So that's the red barn.
That's it. Yep. So it's the far west side of the those fields.
Oh, now there's another red roof.
There is.
But that doesn't look like a barn. That looks like somebody's village.
Well, none of them are really barns or sheds with red roofs. But little kids don't know what the difference between a shed and a barn.
All right. Heading. Autopilot. Heading. Altitude.
Here we got somebody 300 feet below us.
See him?
Not yet. Nice 200. Oh, it's
reporting midfield, right downwind, runway 11.
289, runway 11, cliff option number 3, calling the second Cessna on final.
about 3
Clear
miles.
for the option number 3, runway 11, Blue Phoenix 289.
I got it. Why don't I have the ATIS on 2? That's why.
1350 Zulu, wind 170 at 8, gust 14, visibility 10 miles, sky cover clear, temperature 25, dew point 17, altimeter 3000, visual approach to runway 11 in use, caution, birds and wildlife, all quadrants, advise on initial contact, you have ATIS code Papa. Flagler Executive Airport, ATIS code Papa, time 1350 Zulu, wind 170 at 8, gust 14, visibility 10 miles, sky cover clear, temperature 25, dew point 17, altimeter 3000, visual approach to runway 11 in use, caution, birds and wildlife, all quadrants, advise on initial contact, you have ATIS code.
Oh, right there.
Flagler Executive Airport, ATIS code.
Now that plane crashed just on this side of between the island and the lake.
Well, you know he's pissed.
Oh man, I know he is.
And he's got to try to find another airplane.
Yep. I'm seriously worried about him doing check rides. He's probably not going to be in a good mood. I still want to use him.
Yep. Alright, flight director's off. Flagler Tower, Archer 624, Charlie Juliet. 10 miles due west, with Papa, inbound for close traffic if available. If not, let us know when their spot might be open if you can.
Archer 4 Charlie Juliet, Roger, the pattern's full right now. Do you want to come inbound or wait out in the west?
We'll wait out here and cruise around, do some practice. Just give me a call if you think it'd be, reasonable 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can check back in about 15 minutes.
Thank you, Archer 4 Charlie Juliet. Alright.
Oh, that was nice.
13 Foxtrot reporting left midfield, right midfield for 11.
Charlie 13 Foxtrot, runway 11, cliff option number 2, phone.
Let's go check the lake out.
Okay, let's do that.
6113 Foxtrot.
Skyhawk 791, follow Cessna on your right.
Hello, Sophie.
Now,
Lucky
who
request shut approach whenever
that
you
Jack
can.
Links,
791
He
up.
bought-
and on
Oh, yeah.
Left traffic.
check that out. He bought this land out here.
Is on the other side of the lake, or no? It's supposed to be on this side.
Yeah, it's on this side. So I think he put a house up out
Archer
here.
4 Charlie Juliet, you still up?
Yes,
We're
sir.
here, Archer 4 Charlie Juliet.